Hi guys, this is Wasif Farouk. I'm SHRM SCP certified from SHRM USA. I've got about 17 years of HR experience. I worked at the head of department level for the last 17 years. Um, yes, people nowadays really struggle about taking an interview. They find it really difficult, really challenging because of the competition is really tough in the market. So, being an HR professional, I just wanted to share some tips for you so you can be better prepared for that interview. Number one is whenever you see a job ad, always focus on the competencies it has outlined in its advert. Those competencies are really critical for the company. They're also, a game changer for you as far as the interview goes. If you focus on those competencies and you prepare for that interview according to those competencies, uh, I'm pretty sure you're going to do really well, and you're going to increase your chances of getting selected. The second thing I would like you to do is that your CV shouldn't be too long. Like it shouldn't be like more than 3 pages, and it shouldn't be too short, like just one pager. The best CVs are normally 2 pages, or if you've got a lot of experience, like you've got 20 years of experience, then you can have a 3-page CV. The important things that a CV should have are, other than your experience and education, are your professional achievements. That matters a lot to organizations, and especially HR and your line manager who's interviewing you is really keen in knowing what you have achieved in your career. So, highlighting those in your CV is very critical. The second thing is your professional skills. You should be knowing what your professional skills are and at what level they are. Like, are you in which skills you are at expert level? You should be knowing that, and then you should really be an expert as far as those skills are concerned. So those should also be highlighted in your CV, and the HR person who is going to interview you, as well as the line manager, is going to focus on those professional skills that you've outlined in your CV. Secondly, third point is that I want you guys to, when you go for the interview, the interviewer asks some tough questions, for which you might not be prepared. So the first thing I would advise is, having doing a thorough homework of the organization you've applied at, and the organization which is calling you for an interview. You should visit their website. You should go to the LinkedIn, see what just study about do your research. Go online. If you know anybody, have a talk. And really do as much research as you can on the company. LinkedIn, Facebook, Google. These are various platforms where you can get some insight into the company before your interview, other than the company's website. So the second thing, which is tough during an interview, is when they ask you, "Tell me about yourself." Some candidates, they start from where they started, or they start from where they were born, or some guys, they they just don't know how to structure that answer, to answer it correctly. The Of course, the interviewer has your CV and he has your experience and education. What is There are a couple of things he's looking for when he's putting forward that question to you. First of all, he's looking at your presentation skills, how well you present yourself, how well you articulate yourself, and how what kind of a specific answer do you give him or her. For example, the answer should start from your present experience, what you're doing right now, your professional achievement, what you've achieved. You can highlight a couple of things you've achieved so far, and it should also highlight a couple of your professional skills that you've used or you use quite frequently on your job. And the fourth thing that this answer should compose of is that it should you should tell them where you have a clear vision of about yourself, where you're going, and how the organization, this organization for you, for which you're being interviewed, fits in with that vision of yours. So, best way to answer this question about tell me about yourself is a little bit about your present, present assignment, whatever you're working, if whether it's you're working for a company or you're doing some freelance work, whatever you're doing, just giving a short description about that. The second thing should be a short description about your achievement. The third thing should be a short description about your professional skills. And the fourth thing, which should be part of this answer, should be where your vision and how the company fits in with your vision. So this would formulate the best answer for this question. The second tough question which an interviewer asks is, what are your weaknesses? So, in answering this question, I would recommend you not to underestimate the interviewer. I mean, the interviewer is as intelligent, if not more, as intelligent as you are, and he's been doing this for a long time, and he's in a position to judge you and evaluate you. He's got that skills, so you shouldn't be dishonest or try to trick him in that, because this really puts off the interviewer. So you should just give a candid, honest answer. It can be anything that you're so much detail oriented that sometimes you need time extensions to finish your work. So that can be an honest answer. I mean, there are people at the workplace, who are really going deep into things, and they do require more time. I think that's a fair answer. So one should be. I know it has the positive side as of being detail oriented, but it also has the weakness that sometimes you're not able to meet that timeline. So you need time extensions. So whatever your answer is, it should be an honest answer. And the third thing, the third question, which sometimes confuses candidates and they don't know how to articulate it, is that where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or so. Normally candidates just straight out just mention a position where you're looking at, and the answer does not have that depth. I mean, I mean, 5 years, you should be telling them what kind of assignments you're looking at, what kind of training opportunities and development opportunities you're looking at. It can be you may be looking for a professional certification, or adding some kind of qualification or certification. And it should be it might be you want a team and you want to develop that team. You want you want to work at the strategic level, and you want to improve operational efficiencies. I mean, it can be the answer should be a bit more detailed, like I've just shared with you. So the interviewer sees you as a person who who has a vision and who can analyze his current status regarding his knowledge, skills, and capabilities, and who has a roadmap of improving those knowledge, skills, and capabilities. So, uh, this is one question which also confuses a lot of candidates, and they're not able to answer it more properly. So, these were my tips for for having a good CV and being well prepared for the interview, and tackling those tough interview questions. My prayers and best wishes are with you. Good luck. Bye.